Good evening and welcome to Curriculum Night for the school year of 2015-2016. My name is Father Jim Northrup, and I wish I could be with you in person right now, but I'm away at the Good Leaders, Good Shepherds program at the Palisades for the next 3 days. But I at least wanted to just offer a way to communicate to you my excitement and enthusiasm for the next upcoming school year. We have numerous people who have joined our staff, and we're all very excited about Catholic education and forming your children in the ways of faith, hope, and love. And yesterday I was able to go into the school and visit with the students and faculty and to bless all the classrooms and ask for the Lord's protection and guidance as we start a new school year. And during that time I was also able to introduce the theme for this year for our school and parish. And I took the theme actually from Pope Francis. Pope Francis declared last year that he wanted to set aside a special year, a Jubilee of Mercy. And in this intention he is asking the Church to discover the mercy of God. So our our theme comes from Ephesians chapter 2. God, who is rich in mercy, has saved us through grace. And we were all once lost and just doing our own thing. And God, in His infinite mercy, reached out to us and brought us into His family through His Son, His saving mission on the cross, and gave us this wonderful gift of the Holy Spirit. And now it's our job, our privilege, to be able to proclaim to the world that we serve a merciful God, a God who forgives us and wants us to reach our full maturity as followers of His Son. And so we want to focus this year in our school community on being kind and respectful to one another, but also being merciful. You know, when we have a disagreement, that we're eager to work things out and not to assume the worst in the person, to gather all the facts and to really go to our brother or sister and to strive to achieve reconciliation. And that's a very challenging thing, but with God, all things are possible. So that's our theme for the year, and very excited about being a part of the school year. And I'm going to be coming into the classrooms more often and teaching an actual lesson of religion to all the classrooms. And in the 8th grade, I'm going to come in every week and teach them, and I'm very excited about that. You know, I got a degree in teaching music, but I love to teach and do retreats, and I'm going to try and share more of those resources with the school community and the parents as well. One of the things that I hope for this year is that all of us will have a sense of gratitude for our religious freedom. You know, and there's certain things happening in the world today that kind of cause us a little bit of concern about the foundation of this country that was founded on religious freedom, and we're kind of wondering what's happening to our country. So I shared last weekend in the homily that we really need to pray and intercede for our country, for all of our political leaders, that our hearts be in the right place and we always be thinking of the common good, and us specifically as a Catholic community being a good example and good citizens in the world around us and striving to draw people into the mercy of God. So many people have the wrong conception of our faith, and they think we're just all about rules and regulations, and they kind of wonder, is God really merciful? And they need to see that in our own lives. And so we want to pray that we will all be renewed in the gift of God's mercy, but also be striving to be merciful to the people around us. I want to, in a special way, thank you parents for your hard work and dedication. I've said this many times, I'm not a parent, but I pray for parents every day. You have such an important vocation, and I know from conversations with many of you that you're concerned about the future world where your children are going to grow up and be a part of, and some of the decisions that have been made, they're going to make life a little more difficult and burdensome for them. And that's why it's so exciting for us to have a Catholic school, because here's where we can form a community where we show that with God all things are possible. And He doesn't call us to live a certain way and then abandon us, but gives us the tools through our beautiful teachings, through His holy word, through the sacraments, to really achieve and to be a light for the world, and to bring people into a saving relationship with Jesus Christ. So it's very exciting to be a part of that. And I'm going to do more on my part to be present to you and to try to encourage you and be a part of your children's faith formation in a more profound way. And I'm really looking forward to that. I'd like to leave you with a pretty groundbreaking segment of an interview that took place last Friday. I was doing the 8 o'clock Mass, and a gentleman came up to me after Mass and very emotionally asked me if I had seen 2020 on Friday evening. And I explained to him that I was driving our family RV over the border Friday evening. It was a pretty stressful trip for a number of reasons. But I went back on Monday and reviewed and watched this incredible historic interview with Pope Francis. And what they did was they sat him down in the Vatican with a representative from ABC News, And then he allowed himself to talk with and be interviewed by 3 groups of people, and many of these were young people from Catholic schools. And there's this one lady, or excuse me, young woman, who stood up and explained a struggle she's had, and I think you'll find it very moving and powerful and profound. And Pope Francis is coming here in just the next week or so, and his visit is very important on a number of levels. And I know you're busy, but maybe you can DVR some of the messages he's going to share with us, and maybe go back later and watch those, because he's here to encourage us, to inspire us, and to help us to be a people of hope. So I just taped a little segment of this 1-hour program called 2020, and you're free to go online and watch it. You can watch the entire interview. I think you'll be really inspired by it. I understand now why the man after church got emotional when he referenced it, because these are young people who've had many challenges and families who've had challenges and are looking for hope and encouragement to live their life for Christ. So thank you so much for coming tonight. May God bless all of us, your families, our faculty, our staff, our parish communities, with a wonderful year of learning and growth, so that we can truly be a people of faith, hope, and love. God bless you.
Tell him we are honored, speaking in English and in Spanish, his native language.
And we are curious if you have a message before your visit to the United States.
Un saludo grande.
A big hello.
Gran saludo
A big hello
a la comunidad católica
to the
de
Catholic
Estados
community
Unidos
of the
y a
United
todos
States and to
los
everyone,
ciudadanos de los
to
Estados
all
Unidos.
citizens of the United
Ese
States.
es mi mensaje.
That's my message,
Cariñoso
an
saludo.
affectionate greeting.
Muchas gracias. Holy Father, we want to take you now to Chicago, to the Cristo Rey Jesuit School. Ahora, nos vamos a Chicago a la Escuela Jesuita Cristo Rey. My colleague Tom Llamas is there with students. Tom, this is their moment with Pope Francis.
David, thank you. Holy Father, as you know, we are here in Cristo Rey High School. All the students here are so special. They live amid gang violence. They come from low-income neighborhoods, yet somehow they not only are overcoming the odds, they are beating the odds. Many of the men and women you see here will be the first in their families to attend college. But there are 2 young women we'd like you to meet. The first is Valerie Herrera. Valerie, if you can come up and talk to us.
Hello, Holy Father. It is such a privilege to be talking to you. My story. Since I was 4, I started to get my vitiligo around my eye, and it was something that I didn't know what was happening, right? But when I started going to school, well, you know, I was picked on. I was bullied because of how I looked like. Thank you.
It's okay.
Well, music has always been something I was able to use to escape all the bullying and everything. And I joined the choir in middle school, and it was just something that was helping me to show people who I really was. And it wasn't just the girl that looks different from everyone else, but the girl that has many talents, and that is not just someone who looks different, but just a normal girl like everyone else. So my question is, what are you expecting from us, the youth? What are you expecting us to do to be?
The Pope, after hearing Valerie's story about bullying in her childhood, finding music to overcome it, is about to surprise us all in English.
Valerie, I would like to hear you singing. May I ask of you to sing a song for me?
Sure.
What? Go on, go on.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. You got this.
Oh my gosh, okay.
You got this.
And it wasn't only the Pope encouraging her. We spot Valerie's mother right there in the church, signaling with her hands. You can do it.
Okay.
Be courageous.
Well, this song is in Spanish, so. Junto a ti, María, como niño quiero estar. Tómame en tus brazos, guíame en mi caminar. Quiero que me eduques, que me enseñes a rezar. Hazme transparente, lléname de paz.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Y mi primera respuesta
My first response to your question
es esa.
is that
Lo que espero de los
what I
jóvenes
hope for from youth
es que no
is for you
caminemos
all not
solos
to
en la
walk
vida.
alone in life.
Es el primer paso.
That's the
Espero
first
muchas
step.
cosas
I hope for
más.
many other things
Que se animen
that you feel
a caminar
encouraged
con el
to
amor
walk
y la
with the
ternura
love and the tenderness
de los
of
demás.
others.
Muy
Life is
difícil
very
caminar
difficult.
solo.
It's difficult to walk
Uno
alone.
se pierde,
You get lost.
uno se confunde,
You get confused.
puede detenerse.
You
porque
can
se
stop
cansa de
because you get
caminar en la
tired of
vida.
walking in life.
El joven tiene que buscar en la vida
Each young person has to seek
alguien
someone
que
in
lo
life
ayude en el
to
camino.
help them along the path.
Puede ser su papá, su
This might be
mamá,
your
un
father, your
pariente,
mother,
un
a
amigo,
kinsman, a
un
friend,
abuelo, una
a
abuela,
grandmother
los
or
abuelos,
grandfather,
pero alguien que te ayude
but
a
someone
confrontar
that will
las
help you to
cosas de la
face
vida.
things in life.
Caminar acompañado, primero.
First, walk with
Segundo,
company.
de los jóvenes espero
Second,
que caminen
I
con
hope that young
valentía.
people walk with courage. It was difficult for you just now to take the first step on that path when I asked you to sing for me. You were excited, you didn't know how, but you were courageous and you took the first step and you sang very beautifully.
Seguís cantando,
Keep
cantás muy
singing.
bien.
You sing beautifully.
O sea, la valentía te da alegría.
Courage
y la
gives you
alegría te
joy,
da
and
esperanza,
joy
que es un
gives you
regalo de
hope,
Dios,
which is a
obviamente.
gift of God, obviously.
Ustedes tienen
You
la
have the
fuerza para
strength to
vencerlo.
overcome.
No se
Don't be
asusten, no se
scared. Don't
detengan.
stop.
Siempre adelante, con
Always move
valentía,
forward with
con
courage
esperanza.
and with hope.
Y Dios
And if
si se lo
you
pide,
ask
te
God,
dará esa esperanza.
God will give you that hope.
Esa es mi respuesta.
That's my response, Valerie.
Y gracias por la
And thank you for the song.
Thank you, Holy Father.
Valerie, thank you so much. Holy Father,